Hello, my fabulous fifth graders, and welcome to our homework help for additional practice 1-3. So today we learned about how to display and understand decimal place value and how it can be written in different ways. So, standard form, we see the numbers and decimals. 5.476, 5 and 476 thousandths. Expanded form, that's where we're pulling out each digit and multiplying it by its place value. So the 5, we multiply it by 1 because it's in the ones place. The 4, we multiply it by 1/10 because it's in the tenths. The 7 is multiplied by hundredths because it's in the hundredths place. And lastly, the 6 is multiplied by thousandths because it's in the thousandths place. Word form, we just write it out. 5 and, remember that and represents the decimal point. 5 and 476 thousandths. The digit 6 is in the thousands place, so it has the value of 6 thousandths, or 0.006. So, over here, number 1, you're going to complete the place value chart for the following number. Write the word form and tell the value of the underlined digit. So, you're going to need a few things for number 1. You're taking this number right here, putting it into this place value chart. Then you're writing it in word form, which is with words, okay? Then you're looking at this underlined digit and you are telling me its value. So just like it did up here, it used it in words and it said the digit 6 is in the thousands place, so the value is 0.006, 6 thousandths, okay? So write that the same thing with this 2 here. How much is it really worth? Number 2, you are writing 863 and 141 thousandths in expanded form using multiplication by place values. So just like up here, the 5 was in the ones place, so we multiplied it by 1. Don't get tripped up about this one, okay? The first thing you should have, you're pulling out that first digit, which is an 8. Then you're multiplying by its place value. So ones, tens, hundreds. The 8 is in the hundreds place, okay? And then so on and so forth. Remember, when you get to the decimals, this one is in the tenth. We multiply by 1/10. All right, numbers 3 through 5, you're going to write each number in standard form. So they're already written in expanded form. You need to write them in standard form. Remember, this is expanded, what it's already written in. This is standard, okay? 5 times 1 means 5 wholes. 4 times 1/10 is 4 tenths. 7 times 1/100th, we put it as 7 hundredths. 6 times 1,000th, we put it in the thousands place, okay? So same down here. Look where they are and put them in the correct order, standard form. All right, numbers 6 through 9, you're going to write 2 decimals that are equivalent to the given decimal. Okay, so here we have 5 and 300 thousandths. So remember, when we were doing equivalent fractions, we did it by tens, hundreds, thousandths, okay? So we already have the thousandths. To write hundreds that would be equal, we just take away one of the zeros, okay? Now, for the equivalent tenth, take away a 0, okay? So I've done the first one for you. This one, it's in the tenths already, so to make it to the hundredths, you just need to add a 0, okay? So you're either adding zeros or taking zeros away. All right, let's get to the back. All right, number 10 says to shade the model to show that 7 tenths and 70 hundredths are equivalent. So shade in the tenths, shade in 7 of them. Here's your hundredths, shade in 70, okay? Number 11, Marco has a piece of wood that measures 9 times 1/10 plus 6 times 1/100th plus 4 times 1/1000th meter. How can this measurement be written as a decimal? So this is pretty much the same thing we did in the front. You're taking this written in expanded form and writing it in standard. If you're not sure, you don't remember, look at the front of your paper, okay? Expanded form, standard form. Number 12, think about the value of each 2 in this number, 2 and 222 thousandths. The value of the underlined 2 is how many times the value of the 2 in the tenths place. So that first one, okay, you're looking at this underlined 2 right here. How does it compare to the 2 in the tenths place? How many times more is this 2 than this 2? Now for the second question, the hundredths place. So look at the one in the hundredths place. How many times, aka how many jumps more, is this 2 than the one in the hundredths place? Last but not least, the thousands place. So that's the last number. How many jumps? How many times? Remember, one jump is worth 10. Then okay, for number 13, Cheryl's softball batting average is 340 thousandth and Karen's is 304 thousandths. Karen says they have the same average. What error did she make? Explain. So, are these the same number? Explain to me why they are not the same number. Okay. Number 14, Nico spent $8.75 on lunch. Which 2 items did Nico buy? So if he spent a total of $8.75, you have to come over here and look at your items. Which 2 items, when you add them together, give you exactly $8.75? Number 15, Anthony wrote 52 and 66 thousandths as the standard form for 52 and 66 hundredths. Is he correct? Explain. So, I don't want to see just yes or no. You just say yes and then tell me how he's correct, or no and tell me what he did wrong. Last one, number 16. Find 2 decimals that are equivalent to 8 times 100 plus 3 times 1/10 plus 6 times 1/100th. Write the decimals in the box. So over here, you have a choice of decimals that are equivalent to this right here. You're just going to rewrite 2 of them in this box, okay? All right.